First up on Super Sunday sees Sheffield United taking on Crystal Palace at Bramall Lane. Both sides opened the last weekend with draws. Sheffield United got a really good draw down at Bournemouth, equalising late on with Billy Sharp, who came off the bench. As for Palace, decent point for them at home to Everton. Everton had spent a lot of money, so it was a good point for Palace. There's no real history between these two sides in the Premier League. They've only met twice. That was in the very first Premier League season, 92-93. Palace actually won both those games, but I think certainly recent history, there isn't too much really to go on. Palace are one of the form teams away from home in 2019 in the Premier League. 20 away goals scored in the Premier League. Only Man City have scored more in 2019 than Crystal Palace away from home. So being excellent. Wilfried Zaha, he's certainly your man. If you're looking amongst the goals, Wilfried Zaha, he's scored 6 in the last 7 Premier League games away from home. He's certainly one, when they're away from home, has been outstanding. And I think he has been integrated back into the squad. And I think he will be looking, Roy Hodgson, to get Wilfried Zaha on the pitch this weekend. So he looks a very good shout, I think, for the first goal, or certainly at any time for Crystal Palace this weekend. I think this will be a low-scoring game. Under the goal certainly appeals to me. Under 2.5 appeals to me in this one, with how both sides will try and cancel each other out in spells. As I mentioned, Billy Sharp earlier on, he got the equaliser last week. Probably start on the bench. If you're looking for maybe the certain starters, Ireland's Callum Robinson, Ireland's David McGoldrick, one of those two were a threat last week for Sheffield United. McGoldrick in particular had a couple of decent chances really to get off the mark for Sheffield down at Bournemouth. I'd be looking at McGoldrick or Robinson, certainly if you're looking at Sheffield United for a goal at any time, certainly one of the first goals there. But as I was saying before, I think this will be a low-scoring game. I'd actually fancy it to be a draw again. Sheffield United will have the crowd right behind them at the start of the game. Crystal Palace will probably have to sit in at times just to try and withstand the pressure they'll be under. Can't see both sides seriously going at this for the 90 minutes, and I think under 2.5 goals looks a very good bet to me. Under 2.5 and a draw for the extra value in it, but I certainly think a draw in this one. Sit on the fence, 0-0, 1-1 in this. 0-0.